Hey, how you guys doing today? It's your boy Ark. Hope and pray you're having a blessed day. I know I am. I'm going to be showcasing you something a little bit different today. Something that's very fun to play. Phantasmal Spiral. It's pretty solid against the meta as well. Like I said, it's real fun. You can have some success with it, and let's show you guys what we're working with today. Starting off, we're going to run 3 Phantasmal Spiral Dragon. It's never going to clog for you, trust me. I know you see the 29/29, no effect. But your deck's pretty much built to get it out of your hand, your graveyard, or your deck and get onto the field. So it's never going to clog for you. You want to maximize it at 3. Heart and soul of the deck is what the deck's built around. So I like to run it right at that ratio. Next up, we're running 3 Megalo Smasher X, 2000 Vanilla Beat Stick, very solid. And rounding up my monster count, we're going to run 3 Mystery Shell Dragon, same concept as my Megalo Smasher X, 2000 Vanilla Beat Stick. Can't beat it. Now, and that's all for my monsters. That's 9 monsters. And the reason why we're not running effect monsters is pretty much the deck is going to stall out if I have any effect monsters on the field. It's pretty much all built for me to have all normals on the field at all times. So you really don't want to run anything effect. Then next, 3 Pacifist. This is the card that makes your engine go. What it does is if I normal or special summon exactly 1 normal monster to my side of the field on my turn, I get a search for a Phantasmal Spiral card. And then on my opponent's turn, if they activate a card or effect, I get a token, and on my side of the field it's 2000 vanilla. And then obviously that will prompt me to be able to search a spiral card on their turn as well. So a very solid all-around card. You really need this to be able to run the deck effectively. So maximize it at 3. And then next up, 3 Terraforming to search. You want to basically run 6 copies of your field spell. Get it out early as possible. Then for my tech, I'm running triple Heat Wave. This card's absolutely broken. You have to activate it at the start of your main phase 1. And what it does is my opponent or myself cannot normal or special summon effect monsters at all. And obviously that does nothing to me. And against in a meta like this card is just really busted. So trust me, this is really what's been getting the game a lot. Then next up, getting to our Phantasmal spells. 3 Grip. This is the best equipped spell in my opinion. It gives your monster 500, and if I destroy one of my opponent's monsters, I get to special summon one of my dragons from obviously all 3 facets, my hand, my deck, or my graveyard. Then I can equip it with this card. I can only use that effect to summon the dragon once per turn. Real solid. It really, to me, it's what speeds the deck up the most out of all my spells, out of all my equipped spells. Then I get to run my Phantasmal Spiral Wave. What this does is if I battle with the card that it's equipped to in general, the first time it will be destroyed by battle. It's not. And then I can, at the end of the battle phase, special summon one of my dragons, and then I can equip it to my dragon as well. However, and then it has this last effect, which is very good. If my opponent has a hand, I can then discard one of their cards. So it's real good. Then lastly, this is a Phantasmal Spiral Crash. This is what allows me to do piercing damage to my opponent. Then what I can do, if I inflict battle damage to my opponent with the card equipped, with the monster that's equipped to rather, I can special summon one of my dragons from my hand, my deck, or my graveyard, and equip it with the card. And then I can change one attack position monster my opponent of my control to defense position. And then I can only use this effect once per turn. That's pretty much the same as all my other Phantasmal Spiral equipped cards, but it's a solid all-around card. I like to run that too. And next up, 2 unexpected die to be able to get my monsters out. 2 advanced draw, and the reason why I run that is sometimes the token that I run, because you get a token consistently, trust me, it can clog up, your Phantasmal, your plays, etc. So you want to be able to get the token off the field, and what better way to be able to get it off the field and then plus. So that's why I run that. Run that 2. 3 is a little cloggy. And then rounding up my spells, 3 Pot of Duality, just so I can get it to my pieces that I want to see. That's it for my spells. Next up, I'm running 3 Phantasmal Spiral Battle. What this does is if I control nothing but effect monster, I'm sorry guys, nothing but normal monsters, I can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. Great card. Doesn't have to be a face-up card. It's just card in general, as long as I have that prerequisite. And then if I have my field spell up on the field, these all become hand traps that I'm about to show you. So this becomes a hand trap, and so I can do that either on my mine or my opponent's turn. Very solid all-around card. Then next, I'm going to be running 3 Phantasmal Spiral Power. What this is really good. It's basically Effect Veiler, but better. I target 1 monster my opponent controls, and not only does it negate their effect, but they lose 1,000 points of attack. And then with the traps, what they do is on what I can do, I can banish them and then re-equip my equip spells onto a monster that I have on the field. So like I said, that's why I really like to maximize them out at 3 a piece, not only because what they do for me in their own effects, but the consistency that they add to my plays. Then next up, on 2 Champions Vigilance, because quite often, trust me, you're going to have a level 7 or higher normal monster on the field, and so what this does is stops, negates a summon, a spell, or a trap activation. It's counter. Can't really beat that. Run the 2 Dark Bribes so I don't get, Cosmic Cyclone, blown out by Raigeki, Twin Twisters, etc. And then last off, I run the 1 Skill Drain, because obviously this is real, this is plus for me, and it hurts my opponent real bad. I said, got to run it. If I could run it OCG style, running that more than the one that we are limited to, I definitely would, but got to run the 1 Skill Drain. That rounds off the deck. That's 42 cards total. And then I do run just a slight extra deck in the form of 2 Gem Knight Pearl. Once again, I don't want anything affect on the field, clogging me up, stopping me from doing my thing. And so I really just kind of, move away from that. I don't really want to even try to have any effect monsters coming out of my extra deck. The deck works just just fine by itself. So that's just it. Just the 2 Gem Knight Pearl, and that's all that's really required. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Hope and pray that everybody has a blessed day. May the Lord add many blessings to your life, and to your personal endeavors as well, your personal lives. And this has been your boy Archangel. Thanks for tuning in, and have a blessed day. Good night.